If your life is suffering, if you're sitting there fighting an alcohol problem, if you're fighting drug addiction, anything in your life, the solution is internal. Personal development is the fucking solution. You're going to continually be a liability. You will be a liability the rest of your life until you get rid of the vices that plague you and hold you down. I guarantee they're learned behavior from people before you. So it's time to unlearn these behaviors. That's not you. That low frequency mindset behind the bottle, motherfuckers look fucking possessed. When you get into a low frequency mindset, you're not conscious at all. There's zero long view, zero judgment. Drugs, alcohol, I've seen it take so many fucking lives, and you guys still think this is fun? You want to know a real high? Building a life that you never come down from. Not believing that you're going to find happiness in this instant gratification fucking bullshit. You guys are better than that. Every child deserves a sober fucking parent. Are you the man you needed? Are you gonna be tomorrow, motherfucker? Are you gonna still fucking risk it? I've talked to so many people this weekend, watched it, spoke to them, felt them, struggling so hard with drugs and alcohol that they knew their life was going on the other end of it. Just digging that hole deeper and deeper. This is not where you fucking need to be. You'll end up in the pen or dead. The vices that plague you, they're destroying you. All negative desires, all of them, all negative desires are simply frustrations of positive desires. It's a human's inability to adapt to nature's law in a positive way. It's cause and effect. You're looking for a massive gain without no detrimental low. There's no high without lows, motherfucker. Positivity and negativity exist because one feeds off another. You choose positivity. It has to be intentional. Once they stop using dope, they just start overeating, trashing their lives, throwing away everything they could be. In the process, dragging their people through the fucking dirt. Dragging your people through the dirt. People fucking love you. They fucking love you. And you're seriously harassing them with your bullshit still. Rock bottom's the only thing you're going to know. You're going to have to walk through those ashes. You're going to have to walk through the fucking flames. But that's what you need. That's what I needed. Your growth ain't going to come packaged how you want it, motherfucker. So if you listen to Wes now, you can just do the hard work. The personal development, you don't have to hit rock bottom. It's enough adversity. When you self-inflict the amount of adversity that I teach, it's enough adversity to get you through any fucking thing. You don't have to hit rock bottom. Most of you guys aren't going to be strong enough to bounce back off that bottom. It's going to crush you. Most of you guys aren't going to be able to be positive enough to get your fucking self up each day when you've hit bottom. Some of us only know that. I had to hit bottom. Alcoholics, addicts, you motherfuckers, you're the most committed. The most committed. Do anything to keep drinking. Anything to get that next fucking hit of that bottle. Once you turn that into positivity, you're the strongest motherfuckers out there. You guys are. That's me. That's you. That's everybody who turned it around and turned that darkness into light, because the demons come down the motherfucking hardest on those that are meant to shine the brightest. And that's you guys. You're meant to shine. That's why you dull all that, everything you feel. You're dulling that with the substances because you really feel so greatly. That just means you're healing. If you're not feeling, you're not healing. Let yourself heal. Sit in that pain and let yourself fucking heal. Don't run to that next drink. Don't run to that dope. You're going to end up in a place you don't want to fucking be. You're going to lose everybody you know. You say, hey, Wes, you came back. Most don't come back. The reality of this one is the devil don't take checks, motherfucker. Devil don't take checks. Just gonna take your fucking life. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want to see it. So that's why you motherfuckers need to be the living examples. Living fucking examples of what not to do. People ask me why I don't drink. Because I don't want to be responsible for that next man who can't drink, where it ruins his life. So I put down all substances, all vices, to make sure that I'm not guiding anyone in the incorrect manner. Had already done 2 workouts, and I'm reading and I'm watching. I'm watching their body language, watching them do push-ups and burpees, watching them tell stories about what they're going to be. And then I see them quit, see them tap. Then they act like they didn't even want it in the first place. They try to denounce their vision. They try to denounce their vision out of pure selfishness and ego. Because they couldn't pull it off. Too fucking weak when it got tough. They broke like bitches. And that's the story that governs you. When you don't hold your word to your fucking self, there is no respect cultivated. And like I said, the rules that garner respect for a man are non-negotiable. We ain't trying to be liked, but we damn sure will be respected. Because I know you're about to face everything that I went through. The vices, the ups and downs, the success that then leads to comfort and breaks you. Been through it all. Motherfuckers just watch stories. They go pick their tats off the wall. And they don't understand that some people really fucking lived it. And it ain't a story. It's their facts. You can't run from your facts, and they're written all over your fucking forehead. When you faced it all and came out on top, that motherfucker's the winner. And you ain't gonna have a flawless fucking execution of everything that comes your way. Everything that's meant to build you will break you 10 times over. But the fact that you got back up, how quick did you get back up? Who were you when you stood back up? Who were you when you got back up? What did you tell yourself when you were down? What were your actions when you were down? Who the fuck were you seeing in your head? What version of you? It can only be done through life. You instill this in your soul. And I look deep into your souls. You ain't got it. Doesn't mean you can't be it, but when you choose to face it, you earn it. You guys want the wisdom without the work. You want the story without the scars. You're writing off someone else's story. It ain't you. Until you really face it and believe that this is it. And choose to stand back up regardless. Just out of pure feeling of the moment, understanding that mastery of that moment led to a better one, to the next one, to the next one, until you finally were able to cultivate an internal state that adjusted your external environment from simply mastering each moment, no longer manifesting a future that's adverse to your greatest desires. I know what you're trying to be. You got that one arm piece and you did them push-ups. We know what you're trying to look like. What stopped you, bitch? What stopped you? You stopped you. And that's the only thing that can ever stop you in this life is you. To the last second, riding it out to the last second with a positive mindset and positive action, no matter what you're up against. No matter what you face, is the only way you'll get out of this shit alive. You guys project towards your future result too quickly. You ain't there yet. Can't even fathom 10 years. 10 years of a workout and a diet and putting your heart and soul into your business. You can't even fathom that. That's enjoyable. We had 10 years of just making it moment by moment, not getting fucking eaten alive by the imaginary evils and the thought construction of narratives that would break a bitch. Do you understand where I come from? Do you understand what a man faced and came out? Do you understand that everything coming your way is meant to build you? Once you understand this shit, the costume party will end. You'll no longer seek to acquire or appear like something. You'll know the truth when I speak about becoming. When you've become something different, you look different, you feel different, your aura is different. I can tell a winner or a loser or a real one or a fake one within 10 seconds of meeting you. Walk in and I can just feel it. You can feel it. You're letting it off right now. I ain't real. I ain't it. When a motherfucker walks in, he's like, what? You know who this is. You seen him. You seen him momentarily when you were actually aligned and you were at your highest self and you were seeing nothing but purity, confidence, truth. And you see that in me. Because unless you're aligned, you're living a lie. And that lie is painful as a motherfucker to you. Because the real ones are a mirror to your bitch ass. Making you transparent as fuck, exposed. These motherfuckers would do a workout for a month and then quit and then watch you just blow up. And they're just sitting there like, damn, what's wrong with me? Why can't I step up? What's wrong with me? Why can't I stick to it? Selfish. All worried about what you want to do over what you got to do. The universe is going to hand you everything you need, not what you want, bitch. And what you want to do is never going to create who you need to be. I need you guys to understand this. The sacrifice, the path of a man who won't stop. And he knows his purpose is everybody around him, guiding him correctly. Until you say never again. Until you say never again to all those vices that are calling you out your character, making you sell yourself so fucking short. Until you say never again, until you learn to really stick to it, you'll forever hold yourself down. The relapse is part of it. It's gonna happen. I have seen very little people not take that massive back step, and sometimes it takes your life. Because guess what, motherfucker? In this world, the devil don't take checks. And that's who's calling you. That's who's calling you with them vices. Because I told you the second you get everything you ever dreamed for in this life, you're hit with the equal distraction. That distraction comes in the form of your greatest vice. Do you realize how low frequency your vices are? The second you're operating from guilt and shame on the Hertz vibration scale, you're a 20. You're at the very bottom. The very fucking bottom. And when you are gonna rebound from this, acceptance is key. I've told you guys before, love for self and others is created during the repair process. It's not over for you. I came back from the bottom, below the bottom, below the bottom. And when that door slams behind you, punk motherfucking costume party motherfuckers, shop tat having gangsters, when the costume party's over and the door slams and you're with the big boys upstate and you got a 10-piece, you ain't working with these baby stretches. This ain't the same shit, dog. Motherfuckers don't make it out alive. You guys think it's a fucking game? Playing with that drink, playing with that white, playing with that black, playing with your life. Make sure you guys aren't creating that fucking imposter syndrome by making up some fucking scenario in your head where you're so badass. A real motherfucker would rather be hurt than hurt anybody. A real motherfucker would rather give than get. All this shit is fucking just mind-boggling to me. That I used to even be that way. And you don't have to stay that way. When you truly start to validate with your ability to restrain yourself from these desires, then you know what strength is. I said, how many times a day is this vice calling you? How many times a day are you desiring that darkness? He said, a lot. A lot. I said, okay, then you got two choices. When it calls you, you could choose weakness. Or when it calls you, you could level up and take all that strength with you. It's actually a gift, bitch. That desire for that darkness is a gift if you choose the light. That desire for that darkness is a hindrance if you choose the dark. I'm trying to tell you motherfuckers, you ain't ready. You don't want to come out this different. I'm different. I enjoy this. You guys still get to live and shit. I only have purpose-driven fucking ventures, purpose-driven acts, purpose-driven everything. And it's beautiful. But it ain't the same type of life, you know, so it'll fuck you up. It's known as crossing the bridge, that proverbial bridge, that spiritual bridge where you elevate from actually living out this lens to standing up in the back of the room being the observer. It's not the same type of life. You're removed. You don't really fit in. All that stuff you knew and everything that everybody does, you can't see the benefit to it. You're walking alone, but that's the thing. When a man walks alone, he's more useful because he reflects more. Been through it. Have you? What are you calling pain? What are you carrying with you? Is it in your pocket? I keep all my fucking pain in my pocket and I use it. Just make sure you're doing it for the right reason. If your intention is to be a bad motherfucker while picking them pictures off the wall, you're gonna fucking range yourself with those motherfuckers who've been living it. You may not get out. You have the wrong intention behind your look. What's your look about? What you been through? What is it? Trying to be badass? Is that what you want? Everybody thinks they're real badass till they get stretched out. I don't want this for you guys. I watch all these motherfuckers, just aimless fucking drifters, rolling around shit-faced. One small choice while you're that fucked up. One. And it's done. Like I said, the devil don't take checks. And more often the cost is your fucking life. I got tears for you guys. Me? I've already done it. I died a long time ago. This is all a plus. People always tell me to protect myself. From what? From what? Why? I don't even fucking give a fuck about what you give a fuck about. Think that I got some stuff and I care? I care about this. I have to save you. I have to stop you. I have to get in your way. I do. Because I know you know not what you do. You'll know too late. And if I have the answers, it's upon me. It's on my chest to save you. You're not ready. Nobody is. You can't prepare for something like a 10-piece. You never believe you're getting out. Shit'll eat you alive. Nobody comes out the same. Man, they ain't coming out like this. This is a rare case, motherfucker. Love you guys. It's over. The party's over. Stop. Your next relapse, your next string of bad choices could be death. And there's people that love you. In all reality, operating at your lowest potential by choosing you over your purpose is disrespectful to everybody that believes in you. Fucking stop this shit before it ends in a way you ain't ready for. I love you guys. I'm going to be here. I'm going to stand right in the fucking way. Look at this. I got the pain for you. I went through it for you. I'll make sure I keep going through it for you. You don't have to hit rock bottom. You can turn it around now. Let's go. I got this plan. I'm going to do this thing. I'd say, it'll work. It'll work. You're like, I haven't told you what it is yet. It'll work. It'll work. You'll get it. It's going to work out. If you do the work and put your heart into it, if you put everything into your path, wholeheartedly pursue it, every ounce of your being, remove all vices, stay aligned with your outcome, your thoughts, actions, and energy aligned with the outcome, it's yours, because everybody's so fucking half-ass out here. People don't doubt me because why? Because you see my habits. We see your habits, so we doubt you. Show me a man's habits and I'll tell you his future. These actions have you operate from a low frequency. When you're in a low frequency state, you don't see how it's going to work out. So you need other people's approval. Wes didn't need nobody's approval. He knew it was going to work out because he operated from a high frequency state. High frequency state, I only saw how it was going to work. Because guess what? Every day, I was doing the work. Crazy how the fuck that works, right? If you wake up and your conscience is telling you to do something, you don't do it, that's a L, motherfucker. If you wake up and your conscience is telling you to do something and you do it, that's a W. If you stack wins all fucking day, you'll see how it's going to work out. You'll see yourself as a winner. You won't need validation from others. You know that moment by moment it's working out. When you choose to lose, when you sell out your conscience for your immediate pleasure, you'll feel like a loser. You'll feel at a loss. You'll regret. And regret is your guideline. Where I only see problems. Where I magnify problems. When I get rid of that low frequency state and elevate myself to a higher frequency, I see all solutions. I see how it's going to work out. I'm vibing high. I know the answers. You tap in to infinite intelligence when you self-inflict adversity with a grateful heart. You guys are avoiding everything painful. The comfort's killing you, literally. It's eroding your mind. The key to mental health, the key to a successful mind and positive mental health is learning how to suffer correctly. If you don't learn how to suffer correctly, you'll self-medicate. You'll avoid the problem. Pain avoidance is the problem. You're running to everything else. You're not just facing it. Learning to suffer in silence, what a sublime feeling it is. I learned to suffer in the penitentiary. So now, when there's a problem in my life, I'm not derailed. I suffer correctly. I grow, I manifest, I alchemize. I'm a true alchemist where I turn that pain into purpose no matter what it is. Turn the penitentiary into my purpose. Your trauma is a prerequisite to running your purpose correctly. Everything that came to break you is here to fucking make you, and you need to know that. But you have to face it directly with focus and point towards your vision with massive clarity. From those states of pain avoidance, the neurosis, the anxiety, the depression, the mild mental illness, the obsessive compulsive disorders, these things are completely avoidable moment by moment. They'll never go away completely. Never. You have to moment by moment, you have to subdue them with high frequency acts. You'll forget about it completely. Let's build you a process that elevates you past this neurotic behavior that's eating you alive. I know it's eating you alive because it eats me alive. And I have everything. The money's not going to do it. Nothing's going to do it. Running straight into the pain is the only solution. So once again, let me tell you why I get up at 2:45, why I'm in the gym at 4, and why I make sure my caloric deficit is restricted to strengthen myself. Let me tell you why. Because I get rid of all that fucking shit you guys are carrying with you all day. I see it. That lack of confidence, that anxiousness, those problems that are self-created, those imaginary evils that are eating you alive, that fear, that desire that's never met. This all has you operating at a low frequency. That's where your pain comes from. The money is not going to solve it. You'll make it to the top and you'll get more comfortable. Then it'll set in deeper. Learn to suffer correctly. Suffering in silence, it's so fucking sublime. Your actions, your thoughts, and your energy have accumulated over time. Are you snitching yourself out with your energy that you're a low-level bitch? The only way to change this is to align yourself. You know that's the man you're talking to, not some fucking constructed vision that has been manipulated over time from societal standards that crush people. We don't live the way you live. Right here, we operate from the conscience's call, which is everything. I don't fucking care. I don't pull up anywhere thinking low of myself. I have been to the bottom and I know who I am. Start telling your story right. When you start telling your story right, everything's gonna match. As soon as you back that shit up with those actions, you're a fucking antenna. You're an antenna, you're spiritually aligned, and now you're drawing in messages, downloads from above that tell you exactly how to operate in this life. When you know how to operate correctly in this life, you will construct the life of your dreams because you'll no longer choose you over the calling coming. You guys know what it is. You know what the fuck not to do at this point in life? It's not about what to do so much as it is what not to do. Get rid of everything you know you shouldn't be doing. And then steadily increase the variables in intensity on everything you should be doing. You guys will see your life change before your eyes. New levels bring new evils, okay? To test you. It's a test. Are you still going to stay with that faith-driven practice? Or are you going to believe what you want to believe? Are you going to make up these scenarios that have an aversion to the work you need to do? Are you going to do the work anyways? Because I'm reporting above. I know what I'm being called to be. You know what you're being called to be, but you're a selfish, fat little 14-year-old fuck at heart. I just do what I want. You've been doing what you want for fucking ever. Forever. You've been doing what you want forever. And this is no longer going to stand or work. It just can't. You'll realize that success is just a byproduct of personal development. Success is something you attract by the person you've become. So you become an individual by making your daily habits non-negotiable and structuring the internal assets that can keep a man sticking to these non-negotiable habits. Nobody can stop you. You only stop you. So many things are trying to stop me right now, but I won't let them. I already died a long time ago. That fear, that lack of belief from above, that died a long time ago. I know if a man is right, his world will be right. So I know to just master each moment, and you must too. Truly sense it and feel it in your heart that you're being pulled to become something different, to guide the people around you, to put yourself in a position of influence. And guess what, motherfucker? Average influence is none. You have to do more than everyone else, or you're just in their same path talking the same shit. When you live in a conscience congruent manner, this turns confusion to clarity. All logic has to go out the window at this point, and you operate from the heart's call, the conscience call, everything you're being pulled up to be. Been through the fucking mud, drugged through it, just made me stronger. Been on the worst yards with the worst motherfucker with the biggest hearts. You get me? You get me? Show me a motherfucker. Show me a motherfucker who you admire that ain't been tested every fucking way. Cupcake, soft-ass baby boys are always trying to take the safest route, and they don't understand who they're coming out in the process. During times of adversity, there's a seed planted for the equivalent virtue. If you operate in a positive manner aligned with that conscience, and the fact is, if a man is right, his world will be right. No one can take that from you. You guys who are struggling, you're in a bad position, no matter what the fuck it is, your pain, my pain, it's all the same. How are you going to react, punk? You're going to see me show up every day. As I did in the pen, as I did in the street, because that freedom comes from when your boots hit the fucking floor. When you put them chucks on the feet and you're ready to stroll the track and you don't give a fuck, you don't look back. Just looking forward at who you're building, the man you're creating, that motherfucker in that mirror. Cupcakes asking for an easier life, asking for it to be fucking easier. You're begging to be soft. You're praying to be softer. We know what we face, what we go through. What we go through, we grow through, motherfucker. So as that journey began, it looked like the worst scenario in the world. But every day, relentlessly getting up, facing the current situations, accepting them, and choosing a positive outcome. Your fucking choice. Yours, motherfucker. Your choice. Choosing a positive outcome. Moment by moment. Constructing a complete different scenario. You could believe in that fear. You could fall victim to the negative scenario creation, the imaginary evils. But then you would just be manifesting that outcome. Which outcome do you believe in? The one where you prevail? The one where the trajectory is positive? That's the only thing I ever see. I only see how problems are possibilities. I only see how you come out on top when you weather the storm correctly. They try to get you to break when you're in the pen. They hit you with everything. The cops are on your back trying to get you to crack, but you have to uphold character. Other motherfuckers are trying to get you to fall victim to vices because they're bitches and they're escaping their pain when you're supposed to stay present. You're never going to grow if you're not present for the pain. And the pain's your fucking friend. The pain shows you who you are. Deep in that pain, on the other side of this shit, is a true definition of who you are, how you react, your thoughts, your actions, your energy during times of adversity create the man on the other side of this. This is how, even on the street, where everything, when life tries to intervene on your goals, your gains, your progress, your growth, your success, for you and everybody you know, you still stuck to the plan. The problems in everybody's lives are the biggest things to them. Everybody has a problem in their life, and that's the biggest to them. They don't give a fuck about yours. You can't really resonate with theirs. You could stub your toe right now, and it would mean more to you than someone dying in another part of the world of starvation. That's the reality. You could literally stub your fucking toe, and it would hurt you more than the fact that there's someone dying in another country right now of hunger. That's the predictive amount of how we're so fixated on self. When you learn to, that's why I always say it's not about you. The second your problems are overtaking you, go solve somebody else's. If you want inner peace, if you want that freedom in your fucking soul, if something's eating you alive and you want peace from it, you have to become the source of what you seek. So go give someone else peace in their heart. Go give them peace of mind. Go give them clarity of thought so that they can push forward, and you will too. It's the same premise as in AA, where to stay sober, you keep someone sober. You guys, all these tactics work, and you will face some shit in this life. Make sure your mind's correct, or it's going to fucking destroy you. And when you blame others for your shortcomings, you're affirming your weaknesses. You're affirming your weaknesses. The second you blame others for your shortcomings, it's all on you, motherfucker. I used to walk in these rooms, these chow halls, these blocks with these individuals that you can't help but just be frightened of for the sole purpose of they're not fazed by what is tearing your soul apart. They're not fazed. This is how you start to understand the power of the mind. You see a motherfucker like Evil catch an extra 5 while we're sitting there, and he doesn't even fucking hesitate to flip his paper over, kick his leg up, and get into that old prison read. An extra 5 don't even faze him. So conditioned, and you think it's a bad thing. You can see that in another man who's doing a stretch, an institutionalized individual, and you can just realize that's a different mindset, a different level of acceptance. And I don't give a fuck what you've done, punk. I don't give a fuck. Acceptance of a very negative event is a high frequency emotion. You guys don't even accept your positive lives. You could do the smallest thing and not even realize that since day one, humans were meant to fail, to gain wisdom and grow and change. Nothing would have happened without these failures. What do you think this is? You're just going to walk along life safe as fuck, and actually learn? Pain is wisdom. Wisdom is pain overcome. When they stretch you out, when you end up in that spot, you're going to realize how fraudulent you were. I'm already ready. I'm already ready for anything that comes my way because I set up the scenario and accept it. There's a path, and it's ordained for you. And if a man is right, his world will be right. At first, it may look like it's going awry. It may look like this path is fucking tragic and unavoidable. It's so dark and dreary, but it's not. Moment by moment on the darkest path, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose right or wrong, to choose light over dark. And if you choose correctly, you'll walk in alignment with your purpose because you're meant to fail. You're meant to fail so that it's ingrained in you that you know who the fuck you are, because nobody on this planet will ever know who the fuck they are until they face something that absolutely breaks them, their worst fears. When you face your worst fears, it rids you of what may or may not affect you of these fears. You're constructing imaginary scenarios that are stealing the moment from you. The only power you have is in this fucking exact moment, and you're stealing it with that fear. The only thing you should ever be doing is be walking in alignment with your conscience. I've told you, conscience congruent living turns confusion to clarity. And during tough times, if you can choose your conscience, the authentic voice of God, over what you want, your vices, your desires, your escapes, darkness, if you choose to do the hard work, the deep work, to face everything, to stay present in that pain, you'll grow exponentially as everybody else stays the same. And who you become through this process will be so fucking different than everybody around you. And that difference that you possess is your power in this life, because your true superpower is your authenticity. Authenticity, your story, what you've created, what you've gone through, your perceived events and how you've reacted to them, solved them, and came through on top. Mindset training is symbiotic systems. You can create two outcomes that are linked to the same, two fucking actions that are linked to the same outcome. Motherfuckers are so foolish, so adverse to their outcome. When they're dieting, I'm hungry. Wes Watson says, this is what fat loss feels like, bitch. I'm right where I want to be. Mindset training is having a definition that supports your outcome, you fucking idiot. This is hard. This is difficult. I don't want to do this. It don't matter what you want to do. It matters that you're attached to the outcome you want through the actions in this fucking moment. This moment. This one right here. This one now. And my outcome at the start was me. That's self-actualization. Rising to your highest potential in every way. Creating that person, that individual who nobody could ever take anything. Those assets internally that when they take everything from you, they can't take those. I can find freedom anywhere because I know where it's found. You're still looking everywhere else. Like I've said before, you'll never find an external solution to an internal issue. Stop looking in the wrong places. Look inside. You possess everything. The answer to everything that ails you and the cure to everything that hurts you already exists within you. Once you realize your power and your potential, once you fucking align your thoughts, actions, and energy with the outcome you want, and once you denounce your desires and your vices, you'll easily be able to walk the path. Any blueprints possible at this point, because you're no longer in your way. You don't stop yourself when you grind harder than everybody else, because you know through every action is an offering to the source. Every thought, he knows it, your intentions, all energy you put off. How are you affecting everyone? Cause and effect is true karma. Your actions, what you actually partake in. Everything you're creating, thoughts, actions, and energy is all an offering to what's really controlling us. It's not your fucking physique. It's not your fucking content. It's not your business. It's not everything you see. The only thing that pushes you forward in this life is your state of being. And you guys operate from shame, guilt, fear, and desire all fucking day. You don't make a grateful, enlightened, loving, internal state intentional. As soon as you make a grateful, loving, enlightened, internal state intentional, you will draw everything in a millionfold. You don't know your power. It's time to step into it. So stop giving your power away to low frequency emotions like fear, desire, shame, and guilt. Let's go! Stripes earned, straight proven in the land. This land of cupcakes and fakes, straight fakes. Your results are proof you showed up in this life. This entrepreneurship, this fucking physique creation, this manifestation, it takes constant fucking effort. Vision construction at the highest fucking level. This is energy in motion. You see a motherfucker like me, you see all this emotion, we're fucking alchemizing that, all bad energy into positive shit. All energy in general. Energy in motion. Energy turns into matter. Then we bring it into the physical form. Don't you see this taking place? I can't even believe I see fucking 9 and 10-year-olds who have a deeper constructed vision than you, motherfucker. They know what they want. And here you are at your age. You don't even know what you want. You don't even know for sure you want to be jacked. You don't even know for sure you need to be a millionaire. You're not even going to make it making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in these years coming up, you fucking idiot. What the fuck are you going to do with that with $8 a gallon gas? What the fuck are you going to do? You're going to get ran the fuck over. You guys will wake the fuck up when you see people thriving. You say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and shut the fuck up and I'm going to listen to you. Because I saw it. You showed it to me. I don't know if it's for me. Motherfucker, it ain't for you. It's for the world. You're the offering. You're the offering. You're the one showing them. You're the one showing them. You're the proof that no matter what got in your way, you could overcome it. Or do you want to lay back? Or do you want to accept defeat? You got to work on everything you can with what you got, where you're at. Every fucking way I could, every edge I could get, I used to build myself in those times. I'll start working out 90 days to the house. Because then when I get out, you should hear these motherfuckers rationalize their low level. Because then when I get out, I'll be able to use weights and I'll have all the food. They get out and get fatter. You see them on their profile pic on Instagram. The face don't even fit in the pic and they got tits. Good job, homeboy. You want to know the secret to life? You want to know the fucking secret, bitch? You want some fucking drive? You want some motivation, punk? You want to hear it? You want to hear it? How you feel about yourself is how other people feel about you. And you know a motherfucker loves his life. What about you? What about you? You don't like it? You don't like it? It stings? Well, guess what? Change that shit. That's what I did. I wasn't in this position. This is created. I knew I didn't like how I looked, so I got to work. I knew I didn't like my financial position, so I was relentless. Motherfuckers are sleeping in like you're rich and your boy's up early like he's broke, miles ahead of you. And guess what? He ain't stopping. But fuck me. Guess what? Fuck me. Because it only ever worked because I did it for everyone else. For them to see that it's possible. For them to get the fuck out of their own way. For them to get the fuck out of my way. In prison, this started because I was so fixated on how sick everybody made me of who the fuck they were, that instead of sitting there having negative self-talk about these people, like you guys do about everyone in society, talking shit, I decided that I'm not going to punish myself by speaking negative about people. I'm going to fucking separate them from their habits. I'm going to say, fuck you. I love you, but I hate your fucking habits. And I'm going to make sure we change them, motherfucker. I'm going to make you so uncomfortable that you fucking have to change them. Because I died a long time ago. Everything in me that you guys hold as fear-based and scarcity-based died in me a long time ago. It had to go. Because my new life costed me my old one. And yours will too. Your new life will cost you your old one. It's all got to go. And the only way that you can expose your bitch-ass traits is by being around people who don't possess them. You guys are so fucked up. You think eating quality, healthy food is a punishment or a diet, and you eat a bunch of junk and think that's living, but it destroys your life. So it's just massive cognitive dissonance, conflicting beliefs across the board. What the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck is this? I want you to be aware of the weaknesses that are keeping you from attaching to your highest self. Wes Watson has a highest self, a 10.0 Wes Watson, that he created, a motherfucker he created that he operates from. And then there's the man I try to be sometimes. My desires, my weaknesses, my comforts, they try to get me to negotiate with my highest self. That man I'm stepping into, that man I created, that man I admire, that rare motherfucker, that motherfucker that you need to create. How does my highest self look? His appearance? Be honest, bitch, you don't want tits. His actions? You're a dumb, drunk, lush bitch. You wake up feeling like shit every day. You don't want to be it. His energy? Does he make people feel like they can make... Does he inspire? The greatest gift you could give a motherfucker is inspiration, punk, in a world full of desperate victims. The greatest gift you can give is inspiration. And his demeanor. Are you approachable? Do you want to help people? Or are you that smug, successful, punk, bitch, pussy fuck who buys everything at Kohl's, won't be flossy, and if someone asks to help free them of their financial burden, you wouldn't have a word for them. But your boy will sit down and give his life to a stranger, show him the exact way it worked for him, because that's all he knows is the exact way it worked for him. And anything you guys have been successful in life in, you better be passing it on. If you don't have an outlet, that knowledge, that wisdom will fester inside of you. It will turn negative. We're supposed to heal ourselves and then gift that answer to motherfucking others. The main purpose behind this, though, is you gotta kill off that bitch. Bury that victim. Bury that victim within you. And the only way you're ever gonna do that is to be tested. And you don't want to wait for that big test, because then it's too late. Instead of being these stupid fucking idiots who will be doing comfortable, normal chores or work in their life and completely constructing a negative narrative about them. You're gonna have to do them anyways. You're gonna have to do the workout anyways. Or you're gonna live the life of a fat, tortured bitch. Punk, pussy fuck. You get me? You get it? How the fuck do you guys not? Hey, I'm 36. I'm just realizing my life will be better if I'm jacked. Come on, Jack. Come on, motherfucker. Are you serious? You just now realized your life is going to be better if you're jacked. The average motherfucker is the worst motherfucker. I get more weird looks, weird energy, weird releases of negativity from average people. Who do you think you are? You're all jacked or something? Oh, why do you need a Lambo? You fucking... And deep down you want it. Because you only hate on what you gave up on. You tried to get it. You couldn't, bitch. Your boy's smiling, riding right by you. If Lambo ever made a commercial, it should be two dudes rolling with the top down, laughing and smiling at average motherfuckers that they couldn't just pull that tampon out their vagina and get the fucking work done. Whoa, really? This is where you're still at? You got some convict running circles around you just because he'll get up and work? Fuck! You sold your dreams out at that bar, bitch. I built mine at that other bar, bitch. Do you get this? These are the habits I partake in daily, and this is where I'm going. There's no way around it. Your habits determine your future. And the thing is, you guys can't lie. The rules that garner respect for us as individuals are non-negotiable. We know what we respect, and we respect what's hardest. We respect that people do what's hardest with the most positive mindset, because then we know we can do anything after that. Life is one big gratitude test. How grateful are you on your worst of days, when everything you feared, your greatest fears, and everything that you thought would break you comes knocking at the fucking door? Who are you? How do you act? How do you react to a situation that you always thought would fucking break you, would tear you apart? Do you stand the fuck up? Do you look above and say, I'm still grateful for the breath in my fucking lungs? During difficult times, a conscious man gets more conscious, and an unconscious bitch gets less. They run to vices, and you watch them. You watch them. You see that they're digging a hole deeper and deeper as you strengthen. Say that vice you have, that alcohol, that dope, that food is calling you 20 fucking times a day. Then guess what, motherfucker? You have 20 chances to choose more strength every fucking day. Or you have 20 chances to weaken yourself, disrespect yourself, and dig that hole deeper. You have 20 chances to choose the light, or 20 chances to choose that darkness and exist in it. So that thing that you fear that's coming your way, that's meant to break you, is actually making you. You're actually being summoned, motherfucker, and you don't even see it. The universe intervened. It said, let's see who you are. You're ready. I believe you're ready. Let's see who you are. Step up, motherfucker. Let's see what you got. And to whom much is given, much is tested. You got it coming. Life is preparation for those events that are coming to break your bitch ass. Anything that comes your way that you fear, that's meant to break you, learn to just accept and move forward, because everything and everyone that's being taken out of your life is being taken out for a reason. You don't see it now, as I didn't see it when I went to the penitentiary. There's no way I believed I'd be sitting here when they hit me with those 10 years. How the fuck would I ever believe that? It was always very clear to me that when I acted positive, I got a positive outcome. And when I did that shit that I knew I should engage in, the negativity ensued. The regret was deep. It was the guideline. That's why I came up with that shit. Regret's your guideline. And the fact is, those lessons, those hard lessons, they're going to continually step into your life. They're going to continually be thrust into your life. They're going to block your path until you no longer fall victim to that job every day that's not paying you or giving you the life you deserve. Why do you keep walking into the same lesson and learning it every day that you're stupid enough to fall victim to that desire, that trigger, that defeatist behavior, that disrespectful behavior to everybody that believes in you, everybody that loves you? Don't try to wish away your lust for alcohol. Control it, and there's strength on the other end. Don't try to write me and say, Wes, when does it go away? When do you quit? When do you quit desiring all these snacks and shit? You don't, motherfucker. It don't get easier. You get stronger. You see it coming. Geniuses are proactive, not reactive, punk. Can't you fucking see that it's coming again today? Can you learn to consciously auto-suggest a solution? You know what's coming to derail you today. Pass the fucking test. It's coming. When it comes knocking, choose strength by restraining desire. Everybody says it. I even read it on a man's shirt this morning at the gym. Hardest worker in the room. Ha! That's the biggest problem. You guys are calling this work as if it's negotiable. These are prerequisites to living your best life. How do you believe you're going to live a great life without being physically fit, chasing a higher frequency, a different mindset that is acquired by attacking all your goals? You guys really believe something's going to come along and change, alter your path, change your internal state other than you? Your adherence to your conscience, you constructing the man you need to be? Some of us aren't calling this fucking work. We need it. We need it like we need air. Because progression is life. There is no stagnation in the universe. Regression is death. When you regress, you feel like you're dying. When you progress, that's true life. That's you truly living. That's you at your highest potential, continually escalating towards that highest self. I've constructed a 10.0 version of me. So I have a 10.0 version of me. The man I admire in every way. His character, his actions, his energy, his demeanor, the way he operates, his core beliefs. And if I ever try to deviate from that path, this man holds me accountable. Starting to try to waver off course, and you get that negative feeling in your chest. You know what's right or wrong. When you look in the mirror and you feel negative about your appearance, it's because you've deterred from the path that is leading to your best life. You don't have to ask no questions. There's no questions about any of this. You report above right away, and you just know there's this dialogue consistently. Am I making you proud? Is this the right choice? Should I fucking eat that? Should I drink that? Is this serving me? What am I supposed to be? We all fucking know what we respect in this life. If you guys are having trouble figuring out your purpose, you have to realize from the moment you wake up, you're creating someone who's either valuable or not. You're either an asset or a liability. Which one are you going to be? Only the valuable asset feels great about life, positive about life, is aligned with their greater purpose, and is going to walk that line to their destiny, to their fucking purpose, to the life they're meant to live. Be a legend. What have you left behind? Have you left behind wisdom, knowledge? Have you left behind built stronger people in your wake? What did you do? How did they feel about what you brought to the table? And some people aren't going to hack it. And when they can't hack it, they're going to persecute you. They're going to denounce everything you are because they couldn't step up. Push them aside, move forward. We don't look in the rearview mirror. We only move forward. You're supposed to show up as an offering, as an example for every motherfucker around you, especially strangers. I can't wait to meet someone today. Walk up and show them who I am. Show them what I've created. Show them my value. Teach them something. Leave them affected in a positive way from just 10 minutes of speech with a motherfucker who did that shit. You know when you slept in, your conscience was like, I should have got up earlier. You know when you missed that workout, your conscience was like, damn, I can't keep doing this. You know when you wolfed down that pizza and that beer, your conscience said, fuck, this ain't for me. This ain't going to make me who I want to be. So why do you do it? Do you even have a choice to not be humble? The fuck did you do? What is it? Looking for the results. Personally, I need to see it. I think you guys have it misconstrued. Someone is not humble if they wish to hurt you with their words, belittle you, break you down, or any of this shit. These videos, what I show, my cars, my life, my house, my physique, what I've built, that I'm not humble about, is inspiration to the real ones. They're going to see that, and they're going to say, I'm a fucking bitch for not pulling it off. I'm too comfortable. He's right. I'm going to get it in today. I ain't going to stop. And then you're going to get the insecure little bitches who just know they ain't got it. They can't hack it. You may think a motherfucker's not humble, but guess what, motherfucker? I'll be the first one cheering for you. When you pull up in that shit, when you get that six pack, when you get your life right, when you drop those vices, you can get right next to those people living the life that you want real quick. They did it. And saturating yourself around that energy. That disgusting motherfucker who won't stop. That dude who just is so relentless. Nothing breaks him. Be less humble. Because being too humble, your guys' definition, which is passive, being a passive bitch, that's your definition. Being too humble keeps you underbooked and underpaid. You guys won't even get on here and say nothing. I'll give you the floor. You'll be talking about, I don't know. Fuck, dude. You got to have results first to not be humble. So let's get you there first before you even have the choice, motherfucker. Let's go. It's what I get rid of, motherfucker. Look me in the eyes. I ain't that cupcake kid that you are. I have to get rid of all the anger, all the negativity that exists inside me. Trust me, it's not a fucking curse. It's a gift to be a motherfucker who will stand up in a world full of no backbone having bitches. You can't weather what I can weather, bitch. What, standing in front of the door some minutes early every day for years without fail? When I didn't want to, when I did, whenever the fuck, when someone thought they were going to beat me, nobody beat me. So that constructed a mindset of, Wes, you're always first, big dog. when I'm talking to myself in the mirror. You're always first, homeboy. That's your spot. And I transfer it out here. Who's first now? And my actions are far superior than the lesser man who wants to sleep the fuck in, eat whatever the fuck he wants, miss workouts due to average people fucking problems, and then think he's going to be above average. You ain't never going to be above average when motherfuckers like me are always first. I told everybody on the yard when I was walking the track, walking them laps, first to the bars, first to the shit, first to the yard, first to this. I told everybody when I hit the fucking street, I'll be first balling again. I'll be first. Came down to the best penthouse right here. First high control felon to ever be in this penthouse. Obviously, it's not even a close second in a lot of things. And it has nothing to do with me. Don't get it fucked up. This is not ego right now. This is me saying that there is no separation between us two. Zero. Other than the work that I chose to do when I didn't want to fucking do it. Other than the work I chose to do when I didn't want to do it. When you slept in, I was up early like I'm broke. You're sleeping in like you're rich and ripped, bitch. And I'm up early like I'm broke and soft. And that ain't the case. If you were in my position, you'd have took a day off. You would have took a vacation. You'd have deserved one. Motherfucker, I don't need shit. My life's a vacation because my previous life was fucking hell, and I accepted that. I accepted that. I learned to take pleasure in not being pleased in what you would call hell. I learned to find pleasure in what you would call torture. This is all love. And you're calling this torture because you don't got your Lambo. You don't got the millions. It's hard to pay bills on the first. It must be the government. It ain't the government, bitch. You're a slacker, punk. It ain't the government's fault. It ain't your fucking... It ain't nobody but your fault. It's not your boss. It's not your genetics. It's nothing. It's you. You're not choosing to be first every day. First in line to serve yourself and build yourself to then be the product that those around you need to be influenced in the correct manner. Confucius said fucking in 2000 AD that we're all the same, just different habits. And I'm telling you the same thing right now. But guess what? I'm 15 years into this. You'll be 15 months in and want your shit. And it ain't coming for a long fucking time. And he's as rare as they get. Because he's saying, fuck me. It ain't about me. When all you cupcakes are saying, me next, where's mine? When's my big break coming? Your big break ain't coming. Because you don't get. What you feel the world owes you, bitch, is what you really owe the world. Let's go. You ain't hard, princess. You're hard. You're doing everything the easiest way possible. How would that be hard? What's hard? What a man does? Responsible. A man, by definition, is responsible. Real big dogs like Brad Lee say, I want to pay more taxes. It means I made more. You guys are still playing with some no bank account, baby boy, low-level shit. You don't even fucking know what this is. This shit is earned through sacrificing your life for the people around you. You're only as good as the people around you. Put all effort into building them, and some will just drag you down. When do you give up? You give up when you realize that you're being selfish. You can't force growth on people. That's validation of self. I realized that over time. When I tried to get people to change and get people to grow that did not want to, I didn't blame them like you guys do. I blamed me. I was being selfish, trying to get someone to transcend stages of enlightenment that they're yet to experience. The universe has a different plan for those people. And if they're not drawn to you, They're not ready. Let them walk their path. Let them go. Quit trying to validate yourself with their level up. You had to go to the pen. You had to hit rock bottom. Why don't they? Don't give a fuck if it's your kids, your significant other, your fucking friends. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If they don't come to you, they're not ready. So when I put out these messages and your motherfucking conscience sides with them and your heart tells you it's time to change, you need to realize that staying in that stupid fucking position you're in financially, physically, mentally, spiritually is just that costume, that you're too hard to ask for help. I don't give people help. I don't help you. I give you clarity. I clear the path. You're just not seeing shit right. Only a motherfucker who has walked that path, walked that yard in them chucks will know how to overcome what you're facing. They've been all the places you're yet to go. They know what you're yet to know. Damn, what you've been able to accomplish in 4 years is remarkable. Bitch, I'm Slow Dragon. I got real motherfuckers in my circle. They're like, excuse me, Wes, I'm really concerned. You only did close to 11 million last year. Your business is growing very slowly. Get around people like that. Now people are like, hey, you lost 12 pounds, but your tits are still torpedo shaped, bitch. Dude, do not be around motherfuckers who congratulate your average low fucking level. Look me in the eyes, bitch. I ain't proud of you. I ain't never gonna be. Only you're gonna be. And that's moment by moment when you adhere to the plan. Building yourself from within. I don't give a fuck how ripped and rich and rare I was yesterday. Rent's due every day, and if I don't do it today, I don't have that cold stroll of a motherfucker who did it. I got that bitch ass, hesitant, fucking weak ass walk with that chest sunk back as you pussy fucks have out here. If I see another hesitant man who can't even do simple actions without lacking confidence, it makes me sick. See motherfuckers sitting there, everything's like looking around, you can't even put the fork in your steak without looking all awkward. Everything you guys do is awkward. You're all in a constant stage of self-criticism. Get the fuck over yourself. Nobody's that fucking worried about you. I'll cancel my fucking self on here. I don't give a fuck. The biggest fucking problem is that you're always trying to convince your mind of something your heart knows is a lie. You're siding with logic over that divine connection that your soul tells you is right. I don't even understand how you guys can listen to a simple man over that voice in your chest, that call from your conscience, that's so pure, so true, so real, that guides you so well and has every time. I don't get how you can denounce that call. We know where you want to be. Don't denounce the level you want, and don't accept your level. I'm not accepting mine. My shit's low level as fuck. There's many stages above this. My mentors are like, when are you going to start really doing something? And I'm like, I love you, dog. You are so unrealistic. Get around those unrealistic motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers that they're not held down by any self-imposed ceiling. They don't have limiting beliefs. If one man ever did it, they know they can. Get around those that believe in you. Get around those that see your highest self. Get around those who know what's possible. That vision of you, your family, your people, everybody thriving at their highest level, it's not a what if, you stupid motherfucker. It's a must be if you actually do the fucking work. Love you guys. I'm going to show it with results. Love's a verb. Are you showing it daily? Do you understand that your level of cupcakeness makes you believe that there's people who don't thrive off of adversity and pain and struggle? We thrive off of it. You're not going to be able to get me to back out. You can't get someone like me against the wall and get them to not be a fucking ferocious, relentless motherfucker. We just go harder. You can bet everything you got on new levels being created from those motherfuckers who you think you're putting the pinch on, who you think you're putting that squeeze on. These motherfuckers, they don't know how to stop. You look them in the eyes and they face everything with the same fucking the same savage mindset, that self-talk that can't be stopped. When that door got locked, when they were letting me out, I knew each day that I was creating a man that was different for this world. What's your intention? Your intention's weak. The superior intention of a superior man is that motherfucker who knows he's a straight offering. An offering to the world. What? I've been preparing myself for so long to be everything you see today, to show everybody that some men were meant for fucking war. Some men were meant to flow with what is hardest for the world, to be an example of what's possible in a world full of comfortable little bitches. When you know that message coming from above is that of discomfort, because the world is being crumbled and crushed and slaughtered by pure comfort. I'm sure at different times in our Earth's history, the message was different. But right now, this time, the message coming from above, these downloads from the source are that of discomfort. Because what is destroying us as humans is the comfort. I'm sure in times when life was actually difficult, it was that cupcake message that you guys want. Oh, be grateful. Shit's got to be beautiful. Pixie dust, fairy dust, platitude, fuck off shit. I ain't going to leave you thinking you did shit after watching my videos. I'm going to leave you knowing that you ain't doing enough. You aren't enough. You ain't choosing to be enough. I ain't enough. I'm not enough. I'll show up and be more. I owe you. I owe you. I owe my best self to everybody I come across today. Inspiration is the greatest gift you can give those around you. Are you inspiring people? Are you inspiring people with your life? The way you live? The way you operate? Is it inspirational? Or is it a fucking waste of time? Are you an asset? Or are you a fucking liability? When that door closes, everybody knows Wes is coming out. Bigger, more ripped, better. He doesn't fucking miss. We get to see who was really working when those doors open. What the fuck, dude? Your results speak. Do you have them? Financially, physically, mentally, spiritually? Do people feel you different? Are you trying to just appear as something you're not? Or are you doing the deep work that I suggest all fucking day on this channel to become something different? Those sacrifices. Sacrifice, the definition of it, is trading that of a lesser nature for that of a higher one. You're trading everything that these bitches call life for those real messages, that real feeling in your heart that makes you fucking eat the fucking floor when you're fucking, nothing can stop you. Nothing. Motherfucker wants to cause me some pain, I turn into gold, bitch. Nobody can stop a motherfucker. You're the biggest problem in your fucking way. And I get so fucking frustrated because I know how easy it is for you to create your dream life, your dream situation, have your dream physique, your dream finances, dream everything. It's so fucking easy. Why can I say that? Because look, multimillionaire, ripped. My life is of my choosing. You can't control what everyone around you is going to do. But are you in control? Are you running it? The people who don't run it, they have no say. They're always the ones barking and saying everyone's doing everything wrong. If they were doing stuff so right, they would have this thing called a fucking result. They don't, because they're negative. The telltale sign of a positive individual is progression. So as you see, motherfucker, progress. You know the universe is conspiring to push him forward. As life pulls him forward, he's progressive. His energy, his thoughts, his actions aligned with the vision he has for himself and those around him, because it's never just him. I'm thinking about everybody at the same time. I sit here and think about, as I pull up to Starbucks, if someone says something to me, what I'm going to be for them. The people closest to me in my life, what I am to them. My clients, you guys, my followers, were there for, been better to me than my own family and all my own people. My followers were. Because guess what? We met on some real shit. Just some real frequency, some real exchange, some real love for some true core beliefs that were synchronous. We have the same values, the same core beliefs. That's why we're here. We're our family, all of us. I love you guys. You guys have been there for me longer than anybody else I know. And we didn't really pick each other. Our energies vibrated, our frequencies vibrated, and we're like, that's right, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, that's right. When you know the truth inside you, you'll find the truth in your life. And I asked someone real important to me lately, I said, why am I so lucky? Why is my life so good right now? Because my life's good right now. There's some stuff happening that's better than I could ever imagine. Like, I asked this person, I said, why am I so lucky to have this situation unfolding? And I was told, because your heart's open. Be true, be honest, and keep your heart open. Stay aligned. Love you guys. Let's go! Gratitude is action. But as I've evolved this topic, and I've seen so many active individuals that do not get results and do not progress, I've come up with gratitude is fucking results. That's the man who's relentless. The relentless individual who will get results no matter what he's up against. There is nothing more common on this planet than a consistent man who is not successful. Why is he not successful? It's always the sacrifices that he refuses to make. It's always his inability to restrain. It's always his lack of impulse control. Impulse control is everything when trying to get results. What people don't get is when you're progressing, the past can't hurt you. When you're regressing, you side with the past because you're going backwards. You're actually going fucking backwards. When you're progressing in life, progression is life. You ain't meant to be average, bitch. You're meant to be an advocate, bitch. You're meant to be down here guiding individuals past their pain, past the struggles. This life is supposed to be mainly made up of flow state and vision construction, sacrifices, trading today's moment for tomorrow's better days, not the opposite. Most people are trading today for a worse fucking tomorrow. So fucking foolish. Always looking for happiness in the same place that they consistently lose it. There's a system at play that builds my business, that builds me as an individual, and forces me to grow in every way. You guys need a system. You need a fucking blueprint. You'll never just rise to your fucking goals, motherfucker. You will always just fall to the strength of your system. And your system is limited by your belief of what's possible. So proximity is power. You got to get around those people who break your belief systems. Most people think making $400, $500, $600, $800, $900, $1 million a month is crazy. Till you talk to someone who does that every fucking day. You see their system. You see how it's possible. Get around those that make the impossible possible in the real fucking world. Not these delusional bitches who are online speaking about shit they've never done and fail to understand that hypothetical is hypocritical. Information is inconclusive. Advice is definitive. You don't want a bunch of information from some motherfucker. Yeah, a simple blueprint, but you want that advice from the motherfucker who's been in the trenches, who knows exactly what to do in the exact situation you're facing. If you don't get it quick enough, you tap out. That's why I say fat people and broke people are the most superficial. They wanted to not be fat anymore, but they quit when the timeline didn't match theirs, how quick they wanted their results. Broke people, they don't want to be broke, but they quit when the timeline didn't match their desired result and how quick they believe they should get it. The real ones, the real grateful ones that get results, because gratitude is results, motherfucker. They're the ones that show up every day grateful for the day and grateful for the feeling of building everything, building their dreams, grateful for another fucking opportunity to crush it. From the day you guys saw me get released in the penitentiary to the streets to today, everything you've seen still didn't break, bitch. That's the secret. Doesn't matter how people view your life or whatever you're doing, as long as you push forward in a positive manner, no matter what the fuck is taking place. Penitentiary breaks people. Situations that I'm going through break people. Not me, motherfucker. I ain't average. I don't fall victim to average people problems. You better not either. This is one of the first places you'll actually be able to truly manifest your vision. I want to look a certain way, so I'm going to go ahead, do the research, gain the knowledge, initiate the work and sacrifice, and get the tangible result that was once pure imagination. This is when you realize that anything that you can visualize is possible to bring into your real life, to make true in the sensory world, the real, tangible, existing world. You can bring anything into fruition. Every fucking thing you see here was part of my vision once. I knew I was coming back downtown when they took those chains off. Real versus fake. Real versus fake. Real creates. Let me tell you something. Real creates, and real has real results in the real fucking world. Fake acts. Fake cannot adapt. Fake denounces what they desire from their inability to get the real results. Fake buys that shit off the motherfucking shelf, and real creates it from within. And as I sat in a penitentiary and watched men with negative acts desire positive results, I knew this was impossible. This was the epitome of fake. This was the epitome of lack of alignment, lack of understanding, lack of ability to adhere to universal truths in a positive way. Humans will continually do this over and over again, learning the lesson and relearning the lesson, relearning the lesson, until they finally learn the lesson. This is failure to adapt. Geniuses are proactive. Fuck, do you get me? Geniuses are proactive. Baby boys are reactive. Men Men have genius inside of them that's instilled at birth when you can actually align yourself with that voice that guides you from your heart, that voice within that every culture other than these fucking unwoke baby boys out here call the voice of God. Your conscience is the authentic voice of creation, the authentic voice of God. And as you sit in that pain, 24 hours when you're truly facing adversity, you're actually conscious. You're actually hearing that voice. But when everything's given to you and you're that spoiled fuck who just thinks that adversity is not having everything you desire, you're voided of that voice from within. You can't hear it. And motherfuckers want that path illuminated from start to finish. This path only illuminates and lights up as you walk it, as you earn the next step. So faith in what's right is what lights the path. You guys don't get it. You never had everything taken. You still think these fears you have out here will break you. What I'm telling you, every fucking thing you fear, when it gets handed to you, it's what's going to make you. It's going to make you that motherfucker that's unstoppable. That mindset that's unbreakable. That individual that reports above and not to himself. Nothing below. If there's one thing I need you motherfuckers to take with you, it's that the cure to everything that ails you already exists within you. I've healed myself through just the most common techniques. Anytime I'm experiencing a negative internal state, I know that negative feeling is just a notification for self-preservation. I'm slacking in an area. I'm not adhering to my vision. I'm failing to walk my purpose. Your purpose. Your purpose. You are your purpose. To create the individual you always needed, that you looked up to, that would save you from you. So healing you is paramount. Really healing yourself and teaching others to do the same is the only gift you can give in this world that's worth anything. You think giving someone tangible items would do anything other than hurt them? You have to give them the wisdom. And so therefore, that's why the most significant thing we can do is inspire others and teach them to walk a path of resistance that built us into what we are today. Teach them to understand when they see the Lambos, the Rolls Royces, the money, when they see this supposed gain in the sensory world, that was only built through chasing a feeling, the feeling each day of creation. Thus, why I say a real man creates. Real creates. Fake acts. There is results attached to real. That's why the correction system actually works. Because you guys ain't sat down long enough. You never had to sit down and really be present during this pain. So therefore, you haven't been able to create. Let me tell you something. As soon as you create the individual of your dreams, you'll be able to create the life of your dreams. Because that individual will keep you from the negative habits that are aligned with the future you don't want. You don't even start understanding who you are until chapter 7. Backsteps, doubt, fear. You can't even alleviate the fear till everything you fear comes to break you. And you realize that was the next level. Like I said before, new levels, new devils. Weak minds, weak souls are tamed and subdued by misfortune. But the great ones, the strongest of all souls, they rise above them. Misfortunes build them. as everybody sits around and prays and begs and pleads and wishes for an easier set of circumstances, the real ones, the true alchemists, they turn that pain into purpose. They know that everything that tried to break them is what actually made them. Your life is too easy as it is, and you still can't do it. So wishing for an easier set of circumstances would just make you weaker. Why do you think people can come from prison? Why do you think motherfuckers from war? Why do you think those individuals who faced everything will come crush it in this world? We're not associated with your system. You guys are associated with the system that governs you. Disassociation comes from massive amounts of pain enduring. Like Carl Jung said, neurosis is a side effect of pain avoidance. So if you endured pain for years and years on end correctly, you would have clarity that surpasses all motherfuckers that don't walk into that fight. They run from everything that's supposed to build them. They know that on the other side of this pain is their purpose. On the other side of the work they're refusing to do is the growth that they need to walk the path ahead of them. Who the fuck was I before prison? Who was I? I was one of you motherfuckers, thinking I could have it my way and still get everything I wanted. That there was some hack where you didn't have to make massive sacrifices to have the success you want. Everybody's just looking and being governed by a system that's flawed. The only system you need to be governed by is the fact that you validate yourself with your inability to break. I was just in the elevator with the guy. He was walking his fucking dog. And he's like, the life of a dog. I wish we all had some rich old white dude in my building. He's walking his dog early in the morning. It's like fucking 6 o'clock. Is that what you want? You want an easier life? The last thing I would ever want to be is one of you spoiled little bitches. It makes me sick. 3,000 days waking up in a cell. And I'm past you guys? How? How? Because every fucking day I got up and I faced everything that you won't. The realest fact is that today, to fucking day, someone will do what you put off that's busier than you. The trophies on my shelf are everything that tried to break me. What's your story, bitch? Do you remember who you are? Do you even know what you've been through? Or is it just today that's fucking you over? Victim shit. Because today's so fucking hard. Well, how the fuck did you let me get ahead of you? Well, this is how. I'm not associated with your system. I'm disassociated. I only work on me. You guys say it's not about the money. I've never seen you get up early to work on you. So I've only seen you get up to go to work. So it is about the money for you. And you sold out for small amounts of money. Fuck! How stupid are you motherfuckers? Transparent as all hell. Oh, it's not about that. That's all I ever saw you chase. All I ever saw you do was throw away a large amount of your life for a small amount of money. And then try to harass the people online who trade a very small amount of their life and energy for a large amount of money. And they live the life of their choosing. But you're right. But you get it, right? You get it, right? Don't you ever listen to these motherfuckers. Oh, your story's so dope. Oh, you got a lot of value to throw in the comments. Why don't you put that value on your blank white squares and see if anybody gives a motherfuck? You get it? Nobody does. You ain't gonna tell people how valuable you are in this life. When you become valuable to others, they'll tell you. That's why your level of success will never exceed your level of personal development. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Get the fuck to work. Life is going to keep handing you shit, and the real ones are going to keep showing up, and they're not even going to call it shit. They're just going to call it beautiful, because the fact is life is painful. But the ones that keep showing up prove that it's worth it. Share your story. Show your scars. Those are just proof you showed up for this motherfucking life. I'm just doing what works for me. Heard it. Heard it by all the top people in top areas. But I know that they're missing across the board growth because of one thing. They're still pleasure seekers. They're not purpose driven. They're not purpose driven. They've found a level of self-actualization along the way, which is understanding their level of performance and operating at their highest potential. The only way you know a motherfucker has transcended self and is purpose-driven over pleasure-seeking is that there is zero fucking deviation. He never deviates from his process because he knows deep in that reflection that this is during these times of contemplation where he has placed a certain level of power upon daily tasks that seem insignificant to so many. But your life is not that 10% of massive events that you're looking forward to.